in session 12.
Hello.
Hello, we live again.
We didn't stop doing this. It just looked like we did for a little while.
We
Tried
all
to hide it so well. I'm sorry. Failed. I thought he found his voice. Awesome. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Throwing dice. To other people,
That was yeah.
mostly.
Well, we're currently independently wealthy. Thank you very much, sir. Not currently rich.
We only have money. We don't have land.
Yet. That's quitter talk.
We need to
And-
find.
Well, that's why we're leaving the civilized areas and heading, into the someplace slightly less civilized. I hope.
I mean, I'm sure that the Cobalt lands are pretty as uncivilized as you can get.
Stop angling for us to go to the Cobalt Islands. We've
Yes,
still
we
got quests
already
to do
said
here.
we don't want to go there.
I know. I just wanted to get the reactions for the people listening. Anyway, so. Mhm. Here, 10.
As long as it's not join my army for free, we're probably going to at least give him a listen.
I say. Go ahead.
The temple ambushed the secular forces, and were, despite being ambushed. Yeah.
I see. That's what we get for not being there.
Living.
I mean, who would have known we could have brought people. But that's unfortunate. Yes, but I'm sure. But
Or we
I'm
could have
sure
been the ones who got ambushed first.
or instead of dealing with the Everborn, the rise of the Everborn King, where instead we're going to be dealing with an infiltration of Muppet men who take key positions and everything from that are led by demons. You know, you can always pick one or the other. I say head north. I get this feeling that dealing with nobles is always a bad idea.
I don't know. That's how nobles can give you land.
No, nobles have land. Nobles don't
Yes.
stay nobles by giving away land.
It depends
You go
on
to
exactly where the land is. I mean,
you go to kings for land.
kings are nobles.
No, kings are kings. Nobles are under kings.
We'll need an introduction to the king.
Yes,
Before we
but
dive too far down the realms of exact terminology. Yes, I believe we were at least heading to Thin Tyrion first, and then.
Yeah.
Yes. Because one is a confirmed.
Us, our henchmen, our wagons.
mm-hmm.
Who else has
Where is
ballistas?
I have a ballista cart
Nice.
as well.
Good. Ballistas are great.
I guess gotta go see where is our how many so how many more men do we well, we only have that for a standing army because we basically did a big hiring.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Paid everyone, gave them
Uh,
an a decent bonus, not an amazing bonus, but a decent bonus. Got ourselves a good reputation.
it makes me wonder if we want to do any hirings before leaving for Tenteria, just in case. Gray, what's the current late? What's it, to access the labor pool real fast? What's the current going rate on a say a good 30 heavy infantry
I
for a
think the
month?
labor pool was tapped out by said previous secular versus temple fight.
Fair enough then. Okay, so
Yes.
we can't preemptively load up on Wolf Riders.
Unfortunately, you didn't keep them.
Oh, that is a sad
I
part.
mean,
All right.
fortunately, you don't have to pay them.
True.
Look, I wait for the day where I can just keep an entire amount of Wolf Riders on hand.
That's a hell of a set of pockets, I'll give you that.
And once again, my open PDFs to random location pays off. Garlic causes a vampire to cringe for 1d4 rounds if presented with confidence.
We have a hun
You
we have
have to be confident.
100 miles across.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
But at least we stop at Fort Coast Guard halfway.
All right. Well, do we
I'm
still
sure
have
nothing bad will happen to us there.
I still have my cart and ponies, right?
You check down the back of the sofa.
I'm just making sure look, I'm just making sure we have there's a lot of things that were in the shuffle when no Nepal looted Mully Nully's corpse and assets, all right?
Fair point.
Let's see, level 3. Far too much
Because
dexterity.
we got to be able to move
Hey,
across fast enough that we don't get too many war bands of ogres in between here and there.
I mean, now that you've said that, we are going to run into an and I hope you're satisfied.
Oh no, an ogre. I wonder if it will roll ridiculously high on the loot tables.
Well, not if you're rolling
I
like that to pickpocket the thing.
Well, remember, it's war bands of ogres of 2 to 16, I think it was the spread.
Okay,
Yes.
we have
But
ballista.
we got staggeringly lucky and got like so
Look, Noinoi's was dead to an ogre, all right?
yes, but we had 2 of them rather than 16. I'm just saying it could have been worse.
No, he died to the ogre chief.
Oh, yes, that's true.
And the
Yeah.
only way he died is because he got hit on the head and then said, "Arg, this is it for me. I'm dying. I'm dying." And then stabbed himself repeatedly in the kidneys until no one could resurrect him.
What?
What?
No,
He
he
went
got
down, and then Discard spent the entire rest of the
No, the
battle
ogre chief was
explaining how his
involved.
character was dead.
The ogre
No,
chief was involved.
I knew exactly he was dead because I was the healing person with healing magic.
Yeah, that
We
that
could have
may have
brought
been.
you back up.
Anyway, I suggest we
Anyway,
crack on.
okay.
Movement rules are the worst. Been
The cross
crunching some
Atlantic
recently.
moving rules. By the way, Gray, another one of my friends has acquired Foundry and has gone nuts with modules.
That's how
Hmm.
it goes.
Yay! Can we please just cut it down to just maybe wolves or
No,
elderly elderly grandmothers with
no,
their life
no.
inheritances?
Given the lucky bastards we've been so far, I think we need to let Gray have fun with the whole. And if we die to, a brew or
Dragon
something like that,
strafing.
Uh,
Just remember the first rule of old school D&D games: if you die, you die. It's expected. Don't get too attached to your characters until they hit 4th level.
Well, we're nearly
We are. I've got a character and an avatar and everything.
there.
We need run from combat.
Henchman I could easily promote into being a player character,
Dear God.
like Whiskey or Shadrach. Where did I put Whiskey's real name?
I
Hmm.
don't know.
Did it not save?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There we are.
We attack the no, of course. Oh, I'm joking. Mm, no.
No.
If anyone needs me, I'm asleep in the back of my wagon. I'm not with these guys.
I I would have. I mean, if I was able to have purchased 50 good strong men to do so, yeah, maybe. But nah. Not here.
Actually, I've got some where is these merchant caravan heading, and are they interested in making a deal?
Oh.
Okay, so and they're heading from Coast Guard, I assume. Cool. I'm gonna have Ko engage them in conversation and find out what's on the road ahead.
Now that's a good idea.
You guys see any sign of ogres? Oh, good. Ko has a 12 charisma, and I know he has some kind of diplomacy stuff. I don't know what it is. Perceive intentions. That's the one. So he knows if the roll actually succeeds. It's 2d6 for reaction, I think. +1 for charisma. Average. Good to know. Hey, how do you guys feel about diverting over a town? Well, instead of heading up to Fort Coast Guard, we head over through trying to zoom in. Yeah.
No, he's talking to us again. So you're thinking what? We just go east and
Yeah, just head that way instead of that way. It's longer, but warband.
We can hit. We can get local. We can get local information from these ancillary towns. I'm sure there's not going to be, say, goblins, bandits, and everything as we go around.
I mean, there might be, but there probably won't be, a war band. That just feels like a
So,
bad time to me.
so how far did we get out, Gray, before we met the merchant caravan?
not very far at all, basically. So yeah, we could go to this crossroads, just go east, and then
Yeah.
cut up that way if we want to avoid the
I have a
Zerkers near
question.
Fort Coast Guard.
You think Orlean would be able to would be able to ferry us up the Tritron?
Um,
The village? Hmm.
honestly, I'd rather march overland,
Fair enough.
check out the villages, and get the information on the way.
All right,
At
so we
least
can
that
go.
way's the expense is probably lower than going back to the world markets and hiring a ferry.
Yeah, okay, so we can just go this way.
Yeah, we could just cut east at the crossroads here and then go up. But if it sounds like a plan to me. Just managed to break the map. 2 seconds. Ah. Also, we set out in the middle of a blizzard, apparently, according to these weather controls. Whoops. That feels like a
Wait,
mistake. Great!
You're supposed to make it better, but you made it worse.
We said pick up the snow and put it somewhere else, not on top of our heads.
So we picked up the snow and then put it right back down again, somehow doubling the amount of snow.
That's such a...
Fairy fire does not provide heat.
Okay. Perception
Flicker.
system.
Who was in front?
Probably me and Yosk, to be honest.
Well, it's you know what? No Nepal will go in stealth over to it if possible. Do his move silently maneuver. How does that work here?
Yeah, pretty much. Just don't roll a snake eyes. Well, it's not snake
Right?
eyes.
Well, and this is also plus dexterity, right? My dexterity is 16. What does that mean?
That's +2.
Plus 2. Okay, so that's 11. Slither. Are they leprechauns?
Nah, no, pots of gold, I don't.
Hmm.
Okay.
Are they waiting? Hmm? Are we going to get attacked by 1d6 lower bands of pixies?
Oh, well,
I
are they
hope
going to
not.
offer us a shortcut through the hedge?
It's half the distance, and it only takes 40 years to get there.
Correct.
Plus 10 years for every party you stop at. Fey encounters are fun.
So, I mean, they're
So
not
they're
actually. They're
gonna-
just staring at us currently, are they?
I think we snuck up on them, so they haven't.
No, they're watching us, mate. We have not sucked up. Are they? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, the reaction rolls. Hmm. I should send Ko up to deal with them.
Are they actually blocking the road, or is it just like?
What happened? What happened to the what? I just got back.
Big
Okay,
stuff.
all right. Let's keep moving then.
Fair enough.
I mean, keep moving, but let's just maybe shake out into a rough combat formation. Have people up front and back,
Let's
just in
just
case.
keep let's just keep moving. It's nothing
Load
to
the
think about it.
ballista for
Just
no
keep moving.
reason.
We go onward.
If they have less than 10 wisdom, Ko can tell if they're hostile. It's a really nice ability. That's why I gave it to him at level 2.
As we turn the corner, we find the ogre the pixies were staring.
That's why I loaded the ballista.
We ran across a bunch of pixies with flat caps and lead pipes. Oi, you move along, sir. You move along now.
They've got what? 1 gold piece each? Not worth.
What even is this book?
It's just 20 pixies.
I love how the civilized elven lands are just filled with berserkers, ogres, and pixies.
Now, imagine
Welcome
how
to
everywhere
high
else is.
fantasy.
God, I know.
Welcome to high fantasy. Everything can kill you.
Just let's not cut into this forest here. Given how the roads are going, I don't want to find out what the woods are like.
You see that old woman? She's actually a sorceress on her way to
Uh,
a local noble to see if he's, friendly or not.
5d6 werewolves pop up.
That tree,
Shit.
that used to be a fighter.
Mm-hmm. Are they barbarians?
Great.
Was
Hey,
worth a punt.
go see if we can hire those guys to guard us up to Fort Coast Guard.
And just have someone else ready to go and give him a hand when they try and take his head off.
Load the ballista.
I mean, we have. I remember that. I remember Ablative has like ability to summon berserkers. Can she summon berserkers to get to talk to their berserkers?
Is screaming angrily at each other a conversation?
Yeah, they're not talking berserkers. They're murdering berserkers. The
Yes.
summoned ones. They're here to
Elida,
fight, not word.
Elida, what do you think on this? If Elida's still alive,
She's the one who can summon berserkers,
Right.
and she'll say, "Well, let's go talk to them. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?"
Welcome to February.
Well, do you mind if we pass by? Yes, of course.
Yeah, such a
Good day
shame
then.
nowadays.
Ominous ballista loading sounds from my wagon.
what's the roll on auguries again?
Would you like to install that echo module on your ballista, Terran?
What was the rolls on?
Loudener?
What was the? Look, I'm trying to remember what the spell for auguries was for kobolds again.
Oh yeah, it's in the custom classes, I think.
I know that. I'm just trying to see if I remember if I wrote down the.
Augury. Should be in the base book. Let me pull it up.
You know what? I would want to roll something from only for that, but you know what? I'm
Games do what they
taking
want.
I'm taking this and moving along.
Yeah.
Might as well just keep heading north.
We've been lucky on our well, non-hostile. There's a difference between friendly and not hostile.
That's the whole point.
What's the? I'm kind of trying to find the. It was like there's a whole tweaks thing you could do to turn on spellbook.
Yeah, you need DM powers for it.
No Nepal. No Nepal, not no Nepal. Because it's an PAL, not LE. Yeah, thank you for giving me the.
And it gets colder, I imagine, somehow, knowing our luck. Oh,
We're
no,
hitting
okay.
we're hitting sub-zero.
Well,
We've
yeah.
been sub-zero. Temperatures are centigrade.
That's a good point. I mean, some of us have endurance proficiency, which might help, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I
I'm
mean,
used to my tropical homelands, not this water crystal from the sky.
It's called snow. You saw it last year.
I understand
No,
that.
he was back at home the year before.
let the
It is
kobolds ride in one of the caravans, I suggest.
I'm already in the caravan. We have our own caravan.
Oh yeah, you do,
Kobolds
don't
have
you?
their
Yeah.
own caravan. Yeah.
We're hotboxing inside our carriage.
What?
You should have augured that first.
Damn it!
At least the snow puts the fire out.
We're too wet to
Unfortunately, now
burn.
you have an open-topped carriage.
Well-
Are we just going to look back and suddenly see like a huge smoke plume coming forward of the caravans? God.
Oh!
How can snow catch fire?
Ko has switched his active spell from Charm Person to Unseen Servant in order to use it to gather firewood on the journey. I'm not going out in the cold. Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Frost
Drive
giants.
carefully around the frost giant's foot.
Oh God, if it's his butt crack, I swear to God, I need another beer.
We
It's on
walk
the
around.
ground, it should be
We
the foot.
maneuver around his third leg. I understand this.
Oh, sure. 2 seconds.
Do we? Where am I surviving?
Survival is a proficiency. That's. I'd love to turn around and say that that's a survival check. But...
I'm just playing dice with the weather.
Oh right, great, thanks.
No
That
problem.
kind of roll, you made it a tropical summer tomorrow.
Well,
Naturally
okay
stealthy.
then.
I don't have survival in this way.
Survival is a proficiency that means you're an expert at hunting small game, gathering fruits and veg, finding water and shelter. You do so. You find enough food for yourself automatically, even when on the if you're in a fairly fertile area. But if you're doing it for more than one person, you make a proficiency throw, but with a +4 bonus. So in this case, I'm guessing I'm making a proficiency roll with a +4 bonus. Then is that 2d6 or 1d6 in the system? 2d6. Gotcha.
Gray, would you want me to roll my animal husbandry proficiency to make sure that our animals don't die here? Plus, was it what will be plus then, Gray? Would you say?
+4 for survival if you have the proficiency for.
Well, no, I have I'm looking for animal husbandry. Looking at animal husbandry.
In that case, it'll tell you in animal husbandry. I don't. I mean, 13 for survival. I'm finding whatever snowberries are surviving, and I'm finding a lot of snowberries. I hope you like drinking snowberry mead, because that's what we've got.
I don't understand. It's 11 what's our so what determines our proficiency roll is the question. Just 2d6 plus what?
2d6 plus the stat if that applies. Which I admittedly I don't know what the stat for animal husbandry is.
It doesn't really say. It's just a proficiency roll of 11 plus.
Oh well, I guess I think it's just 2d6 to beat 11 with whatever bonuses you apply.
And then you have proficiency rolls that goes up to 18 plus, and I'm like, what do these even
Most of the ones that go up that high get easier as you level.
All right, so I guess it's by my level, I guess.
It's also mostly it's a D20 roll depending on the proficiency. Some of them are D6s.
Yeah, it's usually a D20. Like 2d6 is usually just for reaction rolls.
All right.
All right, so 16. Sorry, on survival then. If you add levels to it.
Most of them don't even roll unless it says so.
Well, this is the thing. All it's talking about is all you're talking about. It talks about here is if someone is deceased, sick, if it has anything like that, if it's been poisoned, or if it's
so you'd be able to tell if they were getting sick from the cold.
Yes,
which was probably good.
Oh, let's see. I can never what? Why?
It's fine. It's fine. Ko can speak to animals at will. Hey guys, how you doing?
Cold.
Yeah,
Freaking cold.
Well, we're almost to a warm stable.
Master, why do you put us through this?
What? It's cold for me too. I'm not even walking. It sucks.
But we've been in a nice warm stable for weeks on end.
If I had
And if we
noticed the
don't make money,
temperature,
we
I
have
would
to
have.
get kicked out.
To be fair, if I had noticed the temperature, I would probably have just went with the noble if he was local.
Yeah, that might have been wise. Look, I didn't expect a blizzard in February. To be honest, I probably could have.
Why didn't you ask the locals? They could have told you.
That's a good question. Why didn't they tell us?
Trey, this session title is gonna have to be some joke on Oregon Trail. You know what I mean?
Old
Better than
snap.
dysentery.
We just need someone to catch dysentery and die now.
Thank you,
I-
no.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I'm hoping to roll survival well enough to avoid that for most people, but if you want to voluntarily pick up dysentery, you do you. It's depressingly accurate, yes.
You know, what is the difference between Thintirion and Oregon, really?
Um,
There's a party, there's berserkers, there's a fort, it's a trail,
it's possible to exit the
hostile
immaterium.
native.
Damn it.
Is it a mammoth? Where is my let me give me a second. Where is Gory?
Posted it earlier
I'm sorry. Where'd you post it?
in the game chat,
Oh, in game chat.
and I posted it again.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
How does one cast a spell though?
You just do. It's once per day or 8
All right
hours.
then. Let me. So I need to roll a 1d100 then.
Once per day. Yep.
No,
DM rolls D100 plus caster
yeah,
level.
it's a secret for the DM because obviously he gets to know what if the orc is right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I will use my I will use my innate lizard folk senses to understand, is this what is coming up hostile?
Basically, it's under 70. What's your caster level? Discard.
If it's a innate trait, if it's a what do you call it? If the caster level, if the spell is
Caster level is HD, so it uses your
HD.
character hit dice.
So I guess it's hit die too. Where's my hit die?
So 72. If you roll under a 72, he gets it right. If not, got it wrong.
Of course, it takes a minute to go off.
It's not a threat.
Good to know.
Now, are you telling the rest of the party this? Because if it's walking towards the convoy,
No, Nepal will go forth ahead of the convoy with head of the convoy on in his slightly smoky wagon, without a worry,
And then roll
firm in
double
the
ones on the reaction check.
firm in the knowledge that the gods have spoken, that this is a friend to Cobalt. This is not hostile to Cobalt kind. Mm-hmm.
oh. Wait. Does it have any tack on it? Does it have like any tack or bridle or anything like that?
Cole will ask the donkey what's going on.
Is master on the back of the donkey?
Oh, right. Okay. I'm going to just walk over to like. Is there like a lump that's been covered in snow in the ground by any chance? Oak. Oh boy.
But is it a dead body? He appears to be dead.
Yeah, no, that's. Well, I don't think we can bring him back from that one.
Well, I loot his pockets.
I'm
And
taking his
also,
donkey.
free donkey.
Well,
I was
yeah,
going to say.
He might have identifying documentation that we could take his body to.
Let's hope. Well, if nothing else, we could take the donkey back to Fort Coast Guard. We can't be that far off at this point.
No.
Some people don't understand that you have flash frost winter freezes in the middle of January here in fuck, what is this place called again? Telrista?
Elflands.
Telestra?
That's true, yeah.
Telestria?
But I'm reading what's at the top of the screen, so I think so.
I know. That's basically what I'm thinking. I'm like looking. I'm just like, how did one pronounce?
That's something I struggle with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
English is I struggle to pronounce half the time.
Mm-hmm.
If English is bad, think of trying to how to pronounce Bow Elf languages.
He appears to have died from exposure.
Mm-hmm. Very firm was a man name.
You know what? I'm prepared to take the time to at least give him a burial. Even in a shitty weather.
Or we could just bundle him in the back of the cart and drop him off wherever.
Yeah, drop him off at Fort Coast Guard rather than digging in the middle of a blizzard.
It's a good
fair
plan.
point there,
We'll
actually.
find out if he has any next of kin.
That's a fair take.
We will
Right.
the kobolds will take him into their thing. They will not eat him in the meantime.
Can we force march to get there today? Because this blizzard looks like it's going to keep getting worse.
Yeah, that's actually a thing. Hang on, I do have a proficiency for this. Yeah, I'm in the same boat there, Shadrach, so... Well, one of my characters doesn't need to do it, the other one does.
Here we go. Force march.
Thank you, there we are.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, so it's not actually a check if we just do it for the one day. But we then have to rest properly. But if we reach Fort Coast Guard, we can just rest for a day there.
We can rest for a while, and we can in Fort Coast Guard we can get a lay of the land, talk and see how people are doing there. Wait until the blizzard, the cold stops happening,
or at the very least, buy up whatever cold weather gear they have to spare. If it's on fire, I swear to the gods.
It caught fire, but the fire froze mid-fire.
It was going to be raided by barbarians, but you know
they got cold and couldn't be bothered to finish the job.
they're stuck at the crossroads. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not how the dice rolled out.
No, it really isn't. Yeah, two separate people's dice rolls. Hey. I was about to say, so long as nobody blows up that bit, yeah.
Yeah, well, how deep is the harbor is a question as well. Is the main thing.
Wizards exist. The harbor can be as deep as necessary.
Yeah, true.
Of course. That's why I let Ko do all the talking for my wagon.
Cold.
On account of
we left the world markets, we ran into several things, and then we found a body of the donkey, really. It's been one of our karma trips. And I wish I was joking.
He didn't make it. Next of kin? Mm-hmm.
Why didn't he stay over in Fort Coast Guard? The blizzard hardly Can't have had that much business.
Yesterday.
Yes, well, earlier today, because we forced
Yeah.
March, didn't we? So
Right.
It's like he went out and froze almost instantaneously.
Biggest problem is he's wearing swim gear. Who goes out into a blizzard in a speedo?
I mean, that's a great question.
I have a question to ask. How natural would you say this weather is, Mr. Yes.
Great
that's
time for a
something-
journey.
Hmm.
Of course.
Sounds good. All I'm really interested in is a hot bed, a hot stable for my mules, and some hot food. I am about to. Yes.
Yeah,
You
I'm going
have
to be
it.
honest with you. Record-breaking blizzards, I'm not going to go wandering about. Good shot. Well, we're going to have to rest for the whole day to recover from forced march, most of us, so... Well, but... Jesus!
We're not going out. We're staying here. I'm wondering if this is just random dice fucking us, or is Gray really doing this? Really a plot point Gray is pushing?
I mean, I think it's called serendipity. I mean, alright, fine. The guards haven't heard anything about angry mages off in the wilderness recently, have they? Or
Is
kooky
this a
old
new-
types sneaking around?
Is this a new day, Gray?
Yeah.
I'm going to once again beseech the gods. Is this natural?
The gods will answer healthy or will answer good or bad. That's how it is.
Oh god, the gods have a magic 8-ball. That explains so much.
What do you
what
know?
think
You know
material
the
systems
holiest of relics.
Try again
That
later.
which was found in the heart of the great of the first city, the 8-ball of destiny.
Oh, that was me thinking it was a drinking tale. Huh. More we learn every day.
I still like the fact
put
that
that
there's a town over here called Town.
It'll
Yes.
do. Yeah, that's fair enough. The elves got bored that day.
Someone literally just forgot to fill it in on the paper on the cartography paperwork.
Oh, I'm willing to tell you what it is. It's like when the lizardmen and the elves joined together, the lizardmen got to found that town. They didn't get what was going on with the elven names, so just went hell with it, call it a town. It's like,
Oh,
okay.
actually, I've got horses, not mules. I should definitely write that
Yes, I
down.
will actually chase down a guard and just go, so, were there any mages about recently, or any sort of, grumpy old types sort of threatening people? Because this is getting absurd. This is not natural.
I don't know how to fight the weather.
Well, if someone's causing the weather, we can always fight them. Ripped?
And Grips.
Well, that's a start. Go on.
Probably
sort of about-
be.
There-ish, is it? Oh, okay, cool.
So you. Mhm.
Yes, but you'd think with the whole golden necromancer deal, people would remember not to randomly poke holes in that kind of...
What, the Golden Lich? I mean, he's up and around though.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a golden
So-
lich. He's
No one says anything bad about the Golden Lich. Twice.
in It is your shot.
Yeah, exactly. If he thinks you can hear. Right, so this was a couple of days ago, and that was about when the weather started getting bad, wasn't it, Ray? Because I think
Yep.
it's been, what, 3 or 4 days on the march? Yeah, that tracks. All right.
I guess that we
Okay.
need to
We
go
were-
in.
If you were prepared to hire a bunch of adventurers, us lot, to go and deal with that, have you got cold weather gear that we could take to get to the crypt? Good. Okay.
We can. Let's see if we can go and offer our services to get hired to go and look in the crypt. We'll go and knock on the see if anyone if the who leads the fort here is the question.
I will ask the guard flat out, who should we talk to about getting hired to go investigate this crypt and deal with this unnatural blizzard?
Who handles outsource? Who handles outsourcing?
All right. And who do I talk to get an appointment with him for such a purpose? Great.
Remember to use the proper forms for contemporary non-guild posted post-contract guild forum postings.
Yeah, I'll come along.
They really get on our asses about that.
Yeah, I'll come along. I've seen a few bits of union paper. I think I know roughly the idea what they'll. Happy
I'll
go
be sending
fun time
I'll be sending
papers.
Cove to deal with that tomorrow. Today, hot bed, hot food.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, cool.
Good, good.
All right, let's go track down a scribe then.
Mm-hmm. He's got his own office.
Hopefully.
Right. So it's Co is there, so he'll be doing talk. I'll be doing talking for him.
Yes.
We're looking to see if there is a bounty on finding the source of this obviously unnatural weather. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yes, we can do that.
Yep, put down our party name for it. The Basic
Yeah,
Tresses.
totally acceptable. Quietly puts back the spell components for charm person. Not going to be needing those. Obviously, right. Yep.
Yeah. It's not exactly like they've invented blazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't invented asbestos yet.
No, but potions of resist elements exist.
I sense that the commander is going to get first dibs on those rather than his scribes.
Almost certainly. But they do exist.
Fair point. Fair point.
If we had any divine casters, I would see if we could get some of that memorized because it's going to be vital, but we don't, so I'm going to be looking for some. I have 15,100 gold on me.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
definitely going to be looking for gold.
Oh, yes.
And as mentioned, potions. Actually, hang on. Do I have any of those? I might.
Well, winter cloaks are 15 gold pieces each.
Oh, that's not so bad.
No, that's not too bad. I can afford 4 of those.
Okay, cool.
Where is my? Okay, so where's the? I'm trying to remember what my finances are at right now.
Mine are
Where's
in
our
the
ind-
gold, under treasure and gold piece.
I would hate to think that they would probably that they would we would that. Here's a question, Gray. If
Oh,
could I
great. The
would
guy I'm buying these cloaks from, is there anyone else in the shop? So would he be willing to give his good friend Ko a discount on buying in bulk?
He's
Should we
trying. He's
say
going.
12 gold pieces per cloak to buy for the party, to buy one for the whole party? Seeing as we're such good friends.
He's trying to do a.
I have cast
charm.
charm person.
And then the entire campaign was derailed.
That implies this campaign was ever on the rails.
Look, charm person isn't a hostile spell. At worst, it's a fine.
I mean,
I'm not
The
making
funny-
him do anything he wouldn't. I'm just asking for a discount for bulk. Sounds good.
Oh, stats.
man rolls 18 and everything. This man
Why does
lifts.
every single monster have the word charm person in its stat block?
They could be a very convincing.
I was going to
Immune
ask.
charm person. Ugh.
I was going to ask Gray, could I buy? Can Nona Paul buy payout for his entire group if he can get a bonus on morale next time? Mhm.
That might save versus spells.
All right. Norna Paul has paid out for his own pocket for his men, for his
Yeah.
henchmen.
I only had to pay for myself and Yosk, so I'll just cover my two.
And it's based on your level.
It's based on your level. I don't think he has a very good save target then.
Versus spells, 16.
Huzzah! Fantastic. How many cloaks did we get? Did we need again? Well, that's easy enough then. 60 go. No,
Yeah.
you're not.
Oh, the
Okay.
people in
that's weird.
the people in the chat.
Is your audio muted to chat? That's weird.
That's weird.
Let me go switch over to. Let me go and stick my head in the chat.
240 gold, right?
Okay, Grace says. All right, Grace says something. No, we're all quiet as heck here. I can't even hear myself.
Weird.
No. 1 second. Can hear Taryn.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear. Yeah, you're quiet. I could hear Taryn, me, myself.
Am I? Oh, okay. This is...
OBS,
Windows
probably
update.
everything.
No, it's a Windows update. It's always a Windows update. Practically in the rules.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah, I can't hear Serpentis at all either.
Can you hear me? Da, 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 da.
Oh,
I mean, it's entirely possible that. Hang on, a minute, I might just quit and relog if that's the case. See if that fixes it.
Redo from start fixes a multitude of problems.
Right, back.
Welcome back. Mm-hmm. It's not Discord turning on streaming mode or anything, is it? In Discord, loud and clear. Discord.
Let me see. Where is the stream I had open? Or did I close that stream? I can I can't hear myself either in this now. Everyone went quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Still can't hear you in the stream. I heard myself for a second there, for a bit. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Spontaneous noises just to make sure people can still hear.
No, it's,
I also have said something. Where is my favorite technical difficulty music? There it is.
I can hear Serpentis there now. So you're probably like muted somewhere in your settings, Gray.
Mic check. That's good. I don't have it open. Oh, right. Resist cold is just flat out a divine's first level divine spell. Your audio just got a lot clearer and a bit louder. Uh-huh. Whatever you just did 6 seconds ago. Mm-hmm. Coming through loud and clear on this end.
On Discord, yes, but we're still trying to see if you hear him in the OBS.
Right, but it's useful to know that you're coming through.
Mm.
That you didn't break your audio trying to fix your audio.
First.
Yeah, to be fair, at least the chat told you. That's a good show.
Yeah. Gray, since you restarted the recording, you could I assume you're recording this as well through OBS? Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you test the recording there, does that have your audio in it? Yeah. Just see if it's got any of our audio through it, because that'll let us narrow it down to, is this happening here or there?
Hmm.
Okay.
Cool. That's good. Well, we know the microphone's working because we can hear you in Discord. So that and at normal volume. So it's getting squelched somewhere between OBS and the YouTube side of things.
YouTube streaming issue, possibly? Although,
Thanks,
granted, if it was a
YouTube.
YouTube streaming issue, surely they wouldn't be able to hit any of us rather than just you. That's a fair point. Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
Gotcha.
We'll plot behind your back.
Oh, yeah. Technical difficulties. Dum-dum-dum. Hey, at least we actually managed to show up this time. It's progress over last week.